What is up, my Dolphins? And I beat this game quite a while ago, actually. And yeah, this I've just been kind of lazy, so yeah, this review's been very held off. So what am I reviewing? Duh, Halo 5. My pretty much almost most anticipated game of the year, the latest entry of my favorite video game franchise ever. So, this game was followed by a lot of hate. People comparing it to Call of Duty and overall saying that it looks absolutely awful simply for the fact that it resembles a different game, but in the end felt nothing like that other game. And that's exactly what this game is. It is different from the usual Halo experience, but at its core, it still stays original and it still feels a lot like Halo. And honestly, this game has been getting a lot of mixed reviews lately. I mean, a lot of the major people out there that have been reviewing it have been giving it mostly positive reviews, but then I saw Angry Joe's review of it, who gave it a 6 out of 10, which, call me a fanboy all you want, I did not think was a that deserved review verdict thing. Because the game isn't that bad. In fact, the game is really, really good. But I gotta say, there are a few points this game does flop. I want to go ahead and get a few negative things out of the way. Why the hell did 343 take out split screen? Why? Just explain to me why. So, I don't. Okay. They say that it's because more people play on Xbox Live than anything. No, it's to make more money. That is why they did it. That is why that was in their planning. That was to make more money. Blatantly more money. That is it. But can we just go ahead and ask ourselves a small little question? Is Halo 5 better than the disappointment that was Halo 4? Well, yes, it is much better. It fixes everything wrong with the game, and everything good about Halo 4 has pretty much just been expanded upon and even improved more in Halo 5. So let's start off with the campaign. For one, let's get something out of the way. On normal mode, they promised us that the campaign would take us 8 to 12 hours to beat. It took me 4.5 hours. Maybe 5. About 5 hours to beat. I can't imagine playing this game on easy. So yes, that means that about an hour of it is actually cutscenes, which, yes, are very well made cutscenes, but you take a game this short and then you put that many cutscenes. Also, let's assess the simple fact that you play as Master Chief in 3 missions in this game. And 3 of the 12 missions where you're playing as Spartan Locke, you're just walking around talking to people. The missions are good, but they're just so short. There's a lot of them, there's 15, that's the most we've had since Halo 2, but they can be completed so quickly. And I guess it does kind of compensate that Master Chief's levels do feel a lot longer than Locke's levels. At least like 10 minutes longer. Maybe 5 to 10, I don't know. Now, was there some awesome boss battle where Locke and Chief face off against each other? No, all the advertising for Halo 5 was ultimately wrong because Master Chief and Locke never really fight. Yeah, they do, Ryan. Don't you remember that one cutscene where they're punching each other really cheesy lookingly? Oh yeah, Master Chief's mask got cracked, because why not? It was a little stupid cinematic where they got into a 5-second fist fight. It was not very good. But there is a boss fight in this game that you get to do 5 times. And as those numbers go up, so do the amount of those bosses in each one. I'm talking, of course, about the Warden Eternal. The first time you fight the Warden Eternal, it's like, oh, this is exciting, this is fun, I like this. The second time you fight Warden Eternal, you say, okay, this is cool. I already did this, but okay. The third time you fight Warden Eternal, you're getting kind of tired of it. The fourth time you fight Warden Eternal, you're saying this is worse than Destiny. The fifth time you fight War Eternal, you say, okay, it's not worse than Destiny, but the amount of times they're recycling these bosses, this is worse than Destiny. The War Eternal has at least some fun dialogue. The fact that they wanted to protect Cortana, and Cortana didn't really want protected. Cortana's still alive, spoiler alert. It's pretty obvious through all the marketing and everything. Cortana is indeed still alive, so it's not really a spoiler. Which kind of ruined the entire point of Halo 4 for me, because that's pretty much the defining moment in the entire thing. I used to be able to call Cortana dying the saddest death in gaming history, but I guess it isn't, because she's not dead. Yep. Also, Arbiter is in this game, and he's pretty cool, but he really doesn't make that much of an effect on a story. I'm pretty sure they just called up Keith David, like, hey, you want to be in Halo 5? Like, oh yeah, sure, why not, man? Sounds pretty fun. I really enjoyed Halo 2 and 3. Yeah, we're only putting you into this because the fans requested it, like, a lot, because you weren't in Halo 4 or anything, and you're pretty cool, and your voice makes me want to just do all kinds of things, and yeah, we just want you back in so that way you can start a war against the Covenant. That's what Arbiter's doing. You play as Locke while you're with the Arbiter, and it's pretty obvious with that cliffhanger ending. A huge cliffhanger ending. Let me describe to you how bad this ending is. Imagine the Halo 2 ending, 3 times worse. It's that bad of a cliffhanger. And sadly enough, I did play this game on solo, so I didn't really get quite the full experience of it. But yesterday I did actually play a mission on Heroic with a friend of mine, and I gotta say, it's pretty fun. Co-op is good. Playing solo, prepare your anus because you're about to deal with some of the dumbest team AI in the entire game. In the freaking, basically imagine Halo AI, but the ones that you have to rely on to revive you with their little green scanner thing. Thanks, Halo. But other than talking about all the negative things about the campaign, I'd rather talk about the positive things that, well, the battlefields are a lot more diverse and they're a lot bigger. We go to tons of different set pieces, even the homeland of the elites, Sang Helios, which I thought was pretty cool. Awesome set pieces and huge environments that actually make you think that you're in a real war, which honestly added to the amount of fun that I had with the campaign. So yeah, the campaign is arguably the worst part of this game. It's good, but it's too short, and the Warden Eternal is a pain in the arse. Anyway, enough about the campaign. Let's go to the multiplayer. So, in multiplayer, you have 2 distinct ways to play now. You got Arena, the pretty much 4v4, usually 4v4 kind of stuff that you'd see in basic Halo. You got modes like Slayer, Breakout, Team Arena stuff, and weekly votes, where you can... Let me discuss something right here. I'm not going to complain about there being no Forge yet, because, yeah, they kind of started developing it a little bit late. And I'm just going to go ahead and say that there are not enough modes in Halo 5. I haven't seen Oddball. I haven't seen a ton of modes. Infection. That needs to be its own playlist, okay? 343, in your big December update, where I'm pretty sure you're releasing the free DLC, and I know you're releasing Forge, please include all the game modes. And if you can't give us all the game modes, at least give us Infection, because Infection, for me, it's the bread and butter mode for Forge maps and everything. You don't get on Forge mode to play Team Slayer. You do it to make Infection maps. That's what everyone does. And I gotta say, a lot of the maps feel similar. The maps are good, but none of them really stand out that much. Anyway, Arena is good, but there's still some things that need to be added. Let's talk about Warzone and Requisition Packs. Now, Requisition Packs are not pay to win. They're not. I already made a completely different video talking about everything that Requisition Packs were. You can go check that out. It's pretty recent, actually. And it's literally just called Requisition Packs in all caps. And they're fun. But anyway, you can use those cards in Warzone. They're pretty much the new big team battle. And yeah, they're pretty fun. Warzone is great. There are 3 bases that you need to maintain control over. There are bosses. You need to get to 1,000 points. You slowly get points as you have more bases, and you can take down bosses. Usually, normal ones will be worth 25 victory points, and the legendary ones, which are really hard to kill, the Word Eternal is one. Warzone is great. Now I'm going to go ahead and diverge out of this and just talk completely about my final verdict. Halo 5 is great. Is it better than we thought it would be? No. But still, the game is excellent and wonderfully made despite a few campaign complications. In Fallout 4, I've been playing it and I will review that. But when? Only time will tell. So anyway, my final verdict of the game is going to be a straight up 9.09 out of 10. A very high-end Silver Dolphin Award. Throw that medal at him. Good job, 343. You done good, but your cliffhangers, though, oh my god. Is the hype train for Halo 6 real? Hop on it, because yes, it is. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, I want you to give the video a like. If you didn't, just give it a dislike, because I like criticism instead of the not so constructive criticism that I find on my Assassin's Creed Sucks video. That is an old video. Shut up. Stay wet.